Welcome back to the channel Numisma Hub Coin Lovers. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable US $1 coins you need to know about, featuring 2 iconic Susan B. Anthony dollars and 3 stunning Sacagawea dollars. From rare minting errors to limited editions worth big money, these coins aren't just pocket change, they're pieces of history that could put serious cash in your pocket. Let's dive in and uncover the treasures hiding in plain sight. Let's get this started. First up, the 1979 United States Susan B. Anthony $1 coin, a coin that was meant to revolutionize American currency but ended up becoming one of the most talked about and controversial coins in U.S. history. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first introduced in 1979, replacing the large Eisenhower dollar that had been in circulation since 1971. The U.S. Mint wanted a smaller, lighter dollar coin that would be easier to carry and more practical for everyday transactions. Named in honor of Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering women's rights activist who fought tirelessly for women's suffrage, the coin made history as the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real woman, rather than a symbolic figure like Lady Liberty. The coin's obverse was designed by Frank Gasparro, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. His portrait of Susan B. Anthony shows her in a dignified pose, surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies, along with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." On the reverse, Gasparro reused his famous Apollo 11 lunar landing design, originally featured on the Eisenhower dollar. It shows an American eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, with Earth in the background symbolizing peace and achievement. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was smaller in diameter, 26.5 millimeters compared to the 38.1 millimeters Eisenhower dollar, and was made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, giving it a silvery appearance similar to a quarter. Unfortunately, this similarity to the quarter became a major problem. The coin's size and color made it easy to confuse with a 25-cent piece, leading to frustration among both consumers and vending machine operators. The coin was produced in 3 mint locations in 1979: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. Each mint struck circulation coins, but the San Francisco Mint also made proof versions for collectors. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar had several varieties, most famously the 1979S Type 1 and Type 2 proof coins. The Type 2 proof features a clearer, more defined mint mark and is more desirable among collectors. While the U.S. Mint had high hopes that the public would embrace the new dollar, the reception was lukewarm. Many Americans refused to use it, and businesses were slow to adopt it. The coin's unpopularity led to a rapid decline in production after 1980. Although it made a brief return in 1981 for collector sets, most Americans had already rejected it in favor of paper currency. From a historical standpoint, however, the coin was groundbreaking. It honored Susan B. Anthony's legacy, marking a step toward greater representation of women in U.S. currency design. Today, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is no longer in general circulation, but it remains widely available in coin shops, online marketplaces, and collector shows. In circulated condition, most $1,979 are worth only their face value, but uncirculated and proof coins can bring higher prices, especially for rare varieties like the 1979S Type 2 proof. High-grade examples, certified by professional grading services, can sell for much more, with pristine proof coins fetching premium prices in the collector market. The coin story is also a cautionary tale about the challenges of changing U.S. currency. Even with a noble purpose and improved design, public habits and preferences can be hard to overcome. Interestingly, the Susan B. Anthony dollar saw a brief comeback in 1999 when the U.S. Mint struck more coins to meet demand, until the new Sacagawea dollar was ready for release in 2000. Collectors often appreciate the 1979 issue as the start of a short-lived but historically significant series. Its connection to the women's rights movement adds extra historical weight beyond its monetary value. Today, this coin serves as both a collectible and a conversation starter. For younger collectors, it's a reminder of a unique period in U.S. coinage history when innovation clashed with public resistance. So, whether you see it as a failed experiment, a tribute to a great American, or a hidden gem in your coin jar, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar remains a fascinating piece of U.S. history. Check your collection. You might just have one of these small but mighty dollars waiting to tell its story. Next up today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1980 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin, a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. This coin may not be made of gold or silver, but it carries a rich history, an important message about equality, and some interesting collector details you won't want to miss. By the end of this video, you'll know its origin, design history, minting details, market value, and why the 1980p version remains an intriguing coin to collect. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first introduced in 1979, replacing the Eisenhower dollar in circulation. It was named after Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering women's rights activist who fought tirelessly for women's suffrage in the United States. The decision to honor Anthony was part of a broader push to feature more historical figures beyond presidents on U.S. currency. The U.S. Mint intended this new dollar to be smaller, lighter, and more convenient than the large Eisenhower dollar. The hope was that Americans would use it more in everyday transactions. Unfortunately, it faced a problem. It was easily confused with the quarter because of its similar size and color. After the first year's release in 1979, the Mint continued production in 1980, striking coins in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The P-Mint mark denotes the Philadelphia Mint, which produced the largest share of 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollars. In total, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 27 million 1980 P coins for circulation. This made it one of the most common dates in the series. But condition plays a huge role in its value today. Most were used in everyday commerce, leading to heavy wear. On many examples, only a small number survived in pristine mint state condition. The obverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features a right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony. Around the rim are the words Liberty and the year of minting, 1980, along with the motto, In God We Trust. The reverse showcases the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the moon, adapted from the Eisenhower dollar. The reverse also bears the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and the denomination $1. The edge of the coin is reeded. Much like a quarter or $half, the coin is composed of a copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, giving it a silvery appearance. Despite good intentions, public reception of the Susan B. Anthony dollar was lukewarm. Many people simply didn't want to use them, preferring paper bills. Its similarity to the quarter created confusion in cash transactions. Businesses often had to explain to customers that they were indeed dollar coins. This poor acceptance led to limited production years after 1981, with only a brief revival in 1999. Circulated 1980p. Susan B. Anthony dollars are typically worth face value, $1. Uncirculated examples in mint state grades can bring $2 to $5. High-grade examples such as MS-66 or MS-67 can fetch $50 to $150 or more at auction. Proof-like strikes or coins with unusual toning are particularly sought after by collectors, while not rare in general. Condition rarity makes top-grade coins valuable. Some 1980p coins have notable errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or weak strikes. These errors can increase value significantly, sometimes to hundreds of dollars. Another collectible category is coins, still in original mint sets, preserving their luster. Today, the 1980p Susan B. Anthony dollar is a popular entry-level coin for new collectors. Its historical significance, affordable price, and unique place in U.S. coinage make it a good starting point. For experienced collectors, finding top-condition specimens offers a rewarding challenge, whether you love it for its tribute to Susan B. Anthony, its moon landing reverse, or its quirks in circulation history. The 1980p is a coin worth knowing about, so next time you come across one, take a closer look. You might be holding a small piece of American history that's worth far more than just $1. Next up, the year 2000 marked the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage with the launch of the Sacagawea $1 coin, struck in both Philadelphia and Denver. The 2000D version refers to coins minted at the Denver Mint. The coin was introduced to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which had been criticized for being too similar in size and color to the quarter. The Sacagawea dollar was intended to have a distinctive appearance and feel, making it easy for the public to distinguish. The coin features the famous Shoshone woman Sacagawea, who played a pivotal role as a guide and interpreter for the Lewis and Clark expedition in the early 1800s. The U.S. Mint wanted a design that honored Native American heritage and female contributions to American history. Glenna Goodacre, the artist behind the obverse design, portrayed Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, symbolizing courage, guidance, and hope for the future. On the front of the coin, Sacagawea is shown in profiled with her gaze over her shoulder, conveying a sense of forward movement and determination. She carries her son in a traditional cradleboard. The inscriptions include Liberty above her head and In God We Trust to the left. The year 2000 and the mint mark D appear on the lower right side. The reverse side was designed by Thomas D. Rogers, Sr., and features a soaring bald eagle encircled by 17 stars. Representing the number of states in the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition, the inscriptions read United States of America and the denomination $1. The design was chosen for its symbolic representation of freedom and the nation's expansion westward. The 2000D Sacagawea dollar. It is not made of gold, despite its golden color. It consists of a copper core clad with manganese brass alloy, giving it a warm golden hue. This coloring was intentionally selected to differentiate it from other coins in circulation, especially the silver-colored quarter and $half. Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins in 2000. Specifically, the 2000D mintage was approximately 518.9 million coins, making it one of the largest runs in U.S. dollar coin history. The large mintage was part of an effort to introduce the new dollar coin into everyday use, but circulation acceptance was slower than expected. Special Goodacre presentation, dollars in addition to regular circulation strikes. A special group of coins known as the Goodacre presentation dollars were made. These were specially prepared 2/0 coins from Philadelphia given to artist Glenna Goodacre as payment for her design. While not Denver issues, they boosted public interest in the series overall. Circulation and public reception despite its striking design and distinctive color. The Sacagawea dollar faced challenges in gaining widespread circulation. Many Americans still preferred paper $1 bills. As a result, large quantities of 2000 Sacagawea dollars ended up in storage at Federal Reserve banks, or were used in limited places like vending machines and public transportation systems. Mint, set and proof set availability. Collectors could also obtain 2000 Sacagawea dollars in U.S. Mint uncirculated sets, as well as in bags and rolls sold directly by the Mint. Proof versions were struck at the San Francisco Mint with mirror-like finishes, but the Denver version is known for its sharp business strike look. Error varieties and rarities. Sacagawea dollars are highly sought after because of striking errors or unique die varieties. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, and the famous mule error where the obverse of a state quarter was paired with the reverse of a dollar. These mule errors can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. The Cheerios promotion. A major promotional push for the Sacagawea dollar came through a partnership between the U.S. Mint and General Mills. Special 2000 dated dollars were placed in Cheerios cereal boxes as prizes. Some of these Cheerios dollars featured a prototype reverse with extra detail in the eagle's tail feathers, making them especially valuable today. Most Cheerios dollars were from Philadelphia, but Denver's role in the publicity still boosted overall interest in the coin. Condition and value factors in circulated condition. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar is typically worth face value due to the high mintage. However, in pristine mint state grades, particularly MS68 and above, they can bring premium prices from collectors. Coins with errors or special pedigrees can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Legacy and continuing series. The design was used from 2000 to 2008, after which it transitioned into the Native American $1 coin program, starting in 2009. The reverse design changed annually to depict various aspects of Native American contributions to U.S. history, but the obverse portrait of Sacagawea remained collecting interest today. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar holds a special place in modern U.S. numismatics as the first year of issue and the Denver Mint's inaugural contribution to the series. While common, it's an essential coin for anyone collecting Sacagawea dollars by date and mint mark. High-grade examples remain popular at coin shows and online auctions. Conclusion. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar represents more than just currency. It is a tribute to a remarkable woman, a cultural icon, and a significant step in modern U.S. coin design. While it did not revolutionize currency usage as intended, it stands as a beloved collector's item, remembered for its beauty, symbolism, and the story it tells of America's journey westward. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've found any cool 2000 varieties. Stay curious and keep collecting.